A bar a bar guest. Who would you have ever guessed? A shape-shifting goblin monster that is ripping through your chest. He casts spells, he's a shaggy beast that smells, with a pack of wolves to eat you. It is my pleasure to greet you to our game, Extinction Curse, a parody, now that is just the worst. It's really playing games, Graham jokes are stale and lame, but of our guests, they're just the best of our guests. It's really playing games, the Extinction Curse. I'm Graham, I'm the GM. Thank you for your sympathy claps. Joining us, we have Brian as Faith as a tiefling monk.
Hello.
We have Garrett as Fabian, a catfolk rogue.
Hey.
We have Ross as Arshisk, a lizard folk swashbuckler.
Hello.
And we have other Ross as Marion, a half-elf oracle.
You said it was going to be stupid, not that it was going to be a masterpiece.
Entirely too kind. And then Patrick as Horatio, his brother, the half-elf wizard.
Graham, you're positively primeval.
Yeah, so a bar guest was the creature that you happen to be facing. This horrible monstrosity, wide, grinning, spell-casting thing that you found in the cave here. Apparently guarded by all of these wolves. And these wolves and dire wolf as well, which you fried with lightning. Made a good faith effort to try and keep them, alive, and some of them are unconscious, but accidents happen, things happen.
I mean, Faith did make an effort.
Yeah, Faith made an effort. It's a good faith effort. But at the end of the day, you were victorious. But as the bar guest fell, you discovered that branded on one of its arms, it had two letters, the letters C and M, branded in there in the font, in the manner, in the initials that a lot of you are familiar with for the Celestial Menagerie led by Mistress Dusklight. And so that was a bit of a shocker. But at the end, Faith was able to staunch the bleeding from you folks, and now you find yourselves in this cave with all these wolf bodies and this Barghest body around. In the chamber where most of you are and where the Barghest fell, what you can notice is off to the eastern side of it, there's kind of a pillar, and there seems to be some growth or something around that side of it. But I would say Horatio and Marion, between the two of you, Marion, just kind of tucked behind a little alcove here, you spot what appears to be like a sack, like a little backpack sort of thing, kind of tucked underneath there. And then the rest of you Arshisk, Faith, and Fabian in the chamber farther to the south, you see that chamber is very unpleasant. Indeed, you see this oblong cave has a strong smell of animals. Bones, antlers, and scraps of fur are piled to the east and west. Low passages lead out of this chamber to the north and south, with a foul smell emanating from the south passage. That is what you find amongst yourselves.
I will start approaching.
All right.
In some ways, I'm not surprised that it's a menagerie, and in other ways, we couldn't have gone 24 hours without getting attacked from something from the menagerie.
Of course that fucker's in on it.
Why
Why wouldn't she be?
A full day.
Right, come here.
Yeah. Oh.
You, see that?
You point out the bag.
Sure. Yes.
You don't happen to have that spell.
Nope, not today. I could
All right.
tomorrow, but not today.
You're worthless. All right. Hold on. I sit on the ground and I start looking through my pack, trying to find something.
Do you think they're going to be a while? I'm really asking Fabian.
Oh, maybe. I mean, you can always try to patch me up.
I'm going to start patching you up while they're doing that, and hopefully I won't kill you this time.
Oh, good.
I will look to see if there are any obvious traps around the
Oh,
bag.
Ooh.
Wow.
Ooh, I
28 hit
succeeded.
points.
Hold on.
Well, while the Colder brothers bicker amongst themselves and try to figure out what to do about this bag, Faith, something comes through. Something just that healing fist activates, and you give one punch. Fabian instinctually just kind of coiling up, ready for it to hurt and knock you out, but it actually feels a lot better. Some of the wounds you suffered while in the jaws of a big wolf, kind of heal over. Those tooth marks receding with the healing punch.
wow.
Horatio, just kind of with a glance there, yeah, you just can spot some kind of growth behind this pillar and then the little bag tucked into the corner over here.
I have an idea. If I move to here, can I see the bag?
Yeah, it's over kind of in the square here.
Yeah, pretty clearly.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if I were to, say, pull out my crossbow and shoot my climbing bolt at the backpack, do you think I have a pretty good chance of hitting it?
Probably, if you're a good shot.
I'm a pretty good shot.
Okay. Let's see. Could certainly try.
Yeah, the climbing bolt is something that I found back at the monastery, and I forgot about it, even though it would have been very handy at the tower. And it's just a little crossbow bolt with a rope attached to it, basically.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I do recall that item. Let me see here.
You want to hook shot it?
Yeah.
Yeah, because it does trail a rope from it when it is shot.
Or harpoon it, rather, I guess.
Yeah, gotta make that attack roll.
It is a 19.
19. Let me look up one thing. Because... 19. That is just enough. With careful aim, your ancestors and ghosts whispering around you, giving a little bit of pointers, move to a little bit to the left, a little bit
Shut
higher.
up, I've got this. Shut up.
Oh, you're gonna miss it if you don't do this, and they just nudge it just a little bit the last second, but in doing so, make it launch across and hit into this bag.
The bag yells.
One second. Give me
A magic card came out about this the other day. Isn't there a bag that likes to eat things?
There sure is a bag that likes to eat things.
Sort of the opposite.
And there are
of
also
bag
creatures
folding.
that like to eat things that cosplay as bags.
Huh. Okay. So, what happens is the bolt goes in and does trail the rope behind it, from where it got shot out to where the bag is. So I think the rope is a bit longer than the 15 feet or so from you to the bag. So there's like a spool of it down at your feet, kind of like, where it came from the crossbow.
Mhm.
But it seems to have pierced the bag.
Okay. I'm going to take the rope and I'm going to pull the bag
Okay.
out of this fungusy area.
Go ahead and make an athletics check for me.
Oh boy. Hey, that's not bad.
19. Okay. Natural 19.
That is.
Whew. All right. You're able to kind of haul over and you're able to pull the bag. It doesn't seem too heavy, but what you soon notice is that as you pull it, like, you have to kind of go carefully because where it pierced into the bag, it seems like it would make the hole bigger if you were too quick with it or, didn't give enough force or something like that. It would be easy to tear.
Right.
When you finally do bring it over to you, kind of, after the first 5 feet or so, you see that there's a bit of growth or something that was attached to the backside of the bag.
Mhm.
And as the bag gets pulled away, there's this of this yellowish spores that go out and around. As that happens, Horatio, you happen to be standing a little close to the pillar as your brother pulls the bag away, and some of these spores head off in your
Great.
direction. I need you to make
I'm
a
just gonna roll a fortitude,
fortitude
save
saving throw, please.
here. 18.
That's not bad.
18. Well, you don't feel so good. You begin to cough a little bit and feel kind of shitty. You take 4 points of poison damage, and
Okay.
you are drained 1.
Oh,
So
good.
you take that extra point to your hit points and maximum hit points. So
It's fine. Those are never going to come into play.
Yep. So Marion, you do get the bag toward you, Horatio, but you're still coughing, still feeling pretty bad. I don't know if Faith, Fabian, or Rush, just once you see Horatio kind of hacking up along, if you try to do anything to intervene.
I mean, I'm not really medically trained, so I don't know if there's anything I can do other than make sure he's not about to like collapse.
Just sort of point it out to Faith.
I
As-
guess. I don't want to get closer to him, though, because I don't want to be doing that stuff.
As
I
I
am walking away.
Sure,
Okay.
sure. Coughing,
Uh,
hacking,
as I
I'm going to stop.
pull the bag.
begin to look into the bag, I start to take this lesser antidote that I've been carrying with me for most of the adventure. But then I decide to give it to Horatio instead.
Okay. Marion holds out a lesser antidote toward
I
you.
was gonna say you got that, but next time we'll use magic, okay? I'll drink the antidote.
Okay, you drink the lesser antidote. All right, so go ahead and make another fortitude save with that +2 bonus.
14.
That's with the +2? Oh dear.
I have a +8. I
Um,
rolled a 4.
Woo. You hold out the
You know,
antidote. chug the bag.
I've got the +2. I'm at stage 1. I'm gonna hero point it.
Okay. all right. Still with the +2.
Your
Hero
point
point.
right at the beginning of the day.
Probably gonna roll.
Burn him.
one.
There
28!
you go. 28. That's what you needed. The antidote does help you out in trying to stave off some of the effects. Oh,
In this line.
oof. Jeez. Ugh. All right. So, you feel kind of the effects somewhat subside. However, you are still drained 1.
Yep. Gotta sleep for the night to get rid of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
You feeling better?
Hopefully, I can breathe at least, just a little.
All right.
Don't ask me to run anywhere.
I won't ask you to run anywhere. I will ask you to look in the bag.
What if
Okay, fine. You put me up to it. I'll open the bag.
should I look in the bag?
Oh yeah, you could hold your breath. Never mind, Ray. Never mind.
I will hold my breath and look in the bag in case there are any spore explosions into my face.
Okay. With
Get back here with Fabian.
deep held breath, the lizard folk opens the bag. So, upon examining it closer, you see that it has some patches on it that are this silk, these different colored silk patches, and kind of this nice drawstring. Seems like a very nice bag. You hold your breath, expecting something to come out of it. There's a little bit of growth that you kind of can, brush off or get off. It doesn't seem to release any more spores. It just seems like there was some connective tissue to something else over there. But opening up the bag, what you notice, Oarshisk, is that inside there is a lot of room, and a lot of space, a lot more space than you were anticipating, and can see that there are several items kind of tucked into this very roomy sack. You look, and
Bigger on the inside.
it is indeed. There's a few items in the bag. There's something, though, well, I will ask, do you reach to grab any of the items inside of the bag?
I mean, can I see what they are? Or is it just, it would be a random thing?
No, you can see a few things in there.
Also, what happens if you tear a bag of holding? It ceases functioning, doesn't it, if you tear it open?
Just don't do it.
So, what
I
you do
realize
notice
now how foolish I was
is
shooting a
where
bag.
where the crossbow bolt went in is a small tear in there. You think that if you're not careful, or maybe just accidental, hitting in the wrong spot, a claw going into the wrong place, that tear might become a lot larger. As it is right now, as you pass your hand by it, there's this weird little sucking sound almost that comes from it, like a little bit of an air come out. So it seems the crossbow bolt did not rip a whole tear through it, but with a little jostling or something like that, it might come loose. But as far as what you can see inside of the sack, let me see here. How does this work?
I'm just thinking, I'm probably not the person to be carrying the thing that shouldn't be jostled. Maybe I
Okay.
should give it to...
So what you can see is there is a small reed, like bamboo, but a lot thinner, like a thin reed, and it's stoppered at both ends. There's one of those in there. There is a small glass vial with a little bit of liquid sloshing around in it, also cork stoppered there. And then what you see, what looks like a silver disc, and there's some kind of engraving on it that you can't quite see from outside the bag, but it's like this silver thing engraved.
I've been around a tiny bit, and I have no idea what these things are, and I would rather not risk getting cursed or something worse. So I'm going to hand this over to Marion's closest to me. So I'm just going to hand it back to Marion and show him what's inside.
All right, thanks. I guess I'll look inside of it. See
Okay.
that it's big. And then I guess we can identify everything.
Okay. Taking some time in this cave to look through these items. May or not.
Hey,
Yeah.
hey,
Yeah.
hold on. Before you reach in there, I'll pull out my repair kit. Let me see if I can fix that.
Okay.
So I'm going to roll a crafting check.
Oh, I'm also trained in crafting. Can I aid?
Sure. If you have a repair kit, 10 minutes. Okay.
Can that be the official check? I'll take the 25.
Hit it when the aider rolls better.
I know, right?
I
But it's going to have
I'm pretty
and have
sure I
to
rolled a
work.
26.
Yeah, I get a 26,
okay,
you get a 25.
Okay, I see.
Yeah.
Good.
The brothers do a pretty good job, actually. Let me see one thing about crafting versus repairing.
Is it the item level, something or other?
Yeah, it should standard DC of the item level,
Mhm.
typically.
It's a level
Yeah, I
20
think-
bag of holding.
No, with that, I guess it would be a 25 total, right? Yeah, that is
27.
enough. 27, sorry.
I guess the aiding gives you a -1 penalty.
Yes. So yeah, you got 26. So 27. Yeah, I will say the Colder brothers, being responsible magic users both, take some time, use some thread to fix up this bag, taking a few extra minutes there. So, but with that, it seems like the little tear is held together pretty well.
Hey, there we go.
Sweet.
Now let's see what we've got. I
The rest-
will hold it out for Marion to start pulling things out.
All right, I'll
Oh,
start
and we-
pulling things out.
We can't forget our treasure map.
Yeah, I haven't forgotten the treasure map.
All right. So you pull out some of these items. The silver disc. You see that it has kind of a cover and opens up and reveals itself to be a compass, a silver lensatic compass to be precise. And there are engraved words on it, and the words say, "Always find your way back to me." Seems like a sentimental token or something like that. But it is a compass. And then there's the corked up reed, and then the elixir looking thing. If you want to try to identify those, I suppose.
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess I'll take the reed.
And I'll take the vial.
All right. Colder brothers sit on the floor of this cave like little kids with the Christmas presents and identify
Hey,
magic
do
items.
Hey, Brian.
this is going to take a few minutes. To the rest of you want to go
Sure.
look at see if you can dig up this treasure, and then the treasure map.
Brian's gonna heal me.
I'm gonna heal you
Nathan's gonna
first.
heal me, rather.
Yes.
It would be ridiculous for Brian to.
I mean,
Through the internet.
I
Heal.
guess.
Ooh, 10.
10.
I'll take that.
And I have plus 13 crafting or plus 13 arcana, depending on
Let's
magic
see.
or alchemical.
So, what happens is, Marion, taking this reed, you find, and kind of like have sift it back and forth and take this little bit of powder and sprinkle it down. You find that this seems to be dust of appearance.
Well, that would have came in handy.
Huh.
Huh. It's like one of those video games where you get the item
Yeah.
Just
after
use it
you
in the
fight the guy.
dungeon. Well, for future use, it is a consumable thing, but you discover that. Horatio, you have a tougher time to figuring out what is in this vial. You can kind of tell that, especially with detect magic and that sort of thing, that it is not magical. Definitely an alchemical item, but you couldn't quite identify what it is.
Ooh, I do worse at healing Davian. You only get 5.
Oh, but that's okay. Every hit point is a hit point.
What? Is this dead end to my right?
To your right, yes. So you see the growth, and you can kind of, if you look over here, you can spot this large yellow slimy patch over there, and some of the spores still lingering around it. But yeah, there's no other passageway or anything that you can tell from this end.
That's strange. I wonder what that was.
Garrett, I'll give the dust of appearance to you.
Okay, I will take that.
Dust of
Ready.
appearance.
Kick around some bones.
Scatter against the floor.
So,
Spend some time hanging out in a cave. Just kind of
Well, there's a
There's
treasure. There's a
bad.
map, right? I'm supposed to try and dig for the dig for the treasure.
Well, you see.
I have a crowbar.
It's next
Yeah.
to the tree outside, though. Next to the
Yeah, it's
bird thing that we
outside.
saw.
Right.
So I'm
and having a chance to like look at this journal. Okay, I see. So there's the sketch of the cave system, and kind of the area you were just in, where the bag was. There's the note that says "Wanderer's Folly, Danger," and then the journal kind of references stolen items hidden in a tree in a nearby glade. Other than that, you start to look in kind of into the person who wrote this journal. And you see that this journal belonged to somebody named Juniper Wenzel. And this is a loose-leaf parchment notebook bound in burgundy leather, tied shut with a knotted silver cord. It details the exploits of a pickpocket-turned-cat burglar on the streets of Escadar. The entries are dated beginning at 4700 AR, and it seems to go and scale with her crimes, growing as the entries' dates approach closer to the present, progressing into ambitious heists and targeting banks and temples. Toward the end of her journal, she confides her fears that Andera Paldrine, a competent deputy working to rise to the constabulary, has obtained evidence of her guilt, and the final entry is dated 4712 AR, 8 years ago.
Yeah.
So this has been here for 8 years, potentially.
Sure would be a shame if some good folks took all of her stolen items and put them to use.
Yeah. Certainly would.
Should we see what is to the south here?
Is there a statute of limitations for stolen items?
So
In Galarian law.
Your legal knowledge, what's that skill check?
I think we should
Legal lore.
Legal lore.
Legal lore society, probably. I think we should go find because who knows what's down to the south of us. I think we should go get
It's Marion and Faven Peak down there.
go get the loot first.
Oh, I think I see a lot of blood.
Mm-hmm. Fragments of bone glint among blood-soaked scraps of fabric, tufts of fur, and unidentifiable fleshy masses that once belonged to living things. Jagged claw marks gouge the cave's granite walls, and a fetid odor hangs heavy in the humid air.
Oh, I wonder what was resting here. Look
Well,
at that.
I'm guessing
There's a number on the locals.
Yep, it's
well, it's
stinky
probably
and
the wolves and the
bloody
barghest.
and very unpleasant in here. You gather that that creature probably made its lair in this place.
Well, I'm going to ask the ghosts if there are any valuables here.
Marion, you begin communing with the spirits, and they are restless and angry. They don't seem to illuminate anything, but they also are just those that met grisly, unfortunate, and unfair ends here, and it is unsettling. The spirits of this place are quite angry.
I'll ping detect magic.
All right, detecting magic. You do not detect any magic in this chamber.
Faith, these bones are probably people, aren't they?
I have to get closer to the bones. Seems close enough.
You investigate the bones.
I'm going to investigate the bones.
They are people bones. there are remnants of people here. It seems that this creature was feasting upon some unfortunate souls.
Okay.
Poor unfortunate soul.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a different Disney movie.
I can't do too many of those in an episode.
Oh,
Check it out.
wait.
Oh.
That was less than 15 seconds, right?
Yeah, we'll see.
I guess we're square with the constable now.
Yeah. Well, hopefully this will solve the disappearance issue. You know, assuming Dusklight doesn't bring in more demons. Which I wouldn't put past her. You know, I say I wouldn't put it past her, but I would have put that past her yesterday. Didn't think she was that bad. Terrible, awful. Demons?
Where
So,
did she
you know, since when has the Celestial Menagerie had a bar guest? Was this something that was around when we were, or
It's not
Is
very
it a-
celestial, is it?
No, it's in fact the opposite.
so well,
False advertisement.
I guess
I mean, I know the
Well,
circuses can be shady. I guess
I
I
don't
shouldn't be
recall.
surprised.
Did anyone do a successful recall knowledge on the creature beforehand when we were fighting it? I don't think anyone did a
No.
recall knowledge, right?
Yeah, I don't have religion.
I tried to, and I'm pretty sure I failed.
Yeah.
Okay. You weren't sure. I'll make another check because this is maybe new information. Let's see. Marion. Where is he? 7. Okay. Marion, thinking back, kind of talking through with the other folks here about the Celestial Menagerie, and then seeing this branded here. That creature is a bar guest. Then they're shapeshifters. They can change form. And usually, the other form they take are goblinoid. Goblins. Thinking about that fact. Oh, wait a minute. There was a goblin. They called it the Grinning Goblin. A sideshow feature for years. Mistress Dustlight had this wide, even for a goblin, wide smile, and used it as kind of some sort of a freak show.
Oh,
but
Calkek.
Calkek. That's the name you remember.
Oh shit!
And
You know, it does kind of look like Calkek.
yeah, looking at the face, the wide jaw, you're like, oh yeah,
Calkek.
yeah, look like Calkek. Dark orange fur over large jaw. Yeah, you don't know how Mistress Dusklight stopped it from transforming and becoming this monster and killing everybody, because you never saw it in this form. It was always just Calkek was a goblin, what you assumed, but apparently it was a bit more.
I mean, I can only assume that she was keeping him fed with members from the audience.
From what you know now, it's entirely plausible.
Give it a little kick. Alright, let's go find some buried treasure.
All right.
Why was it out here, though?
Obviously, to kill us.
But did she know that we were going to be here particularly? Like, specifically? She had
And
no way of
teleport?
knowing, right?
You think?
I mean, it seems like it's more likely it was here to encourage the wolves to attack the people.
Beast.
Or maybe they just had a falling out.
I suspect that she knew that this place was the only place suitable for our circus.
How convenient and contrived.
You sign contrived. Marion, so you did do a number looking at this room before. I don't recall if you found the chest as well in there. With
Yeah, I think I do remember a chest. I don't remember what was in it.
Okay, because it had a cloak. It had thieves' tools and picks, and then 8 garnets worth 10 gold each.
Oh.
Yes, so I think because we found it, but then there was the issue of looking at all the wolves
Other
and
things,
things to
yes,
the south
yes.
of the chamber, so it may not have gotten fully communicated. But yeah, there is a cloak, a set of infiltrator thieves' tools, and infiltrator picks, and then 8 garnets worth 10 gold each.
Oh,
Right.
8 garnets worth 10 gold each. That's a lot.
I hand the lock picks to Fabian,
Okay.
and I'll cast Detect Magic
Okay, the cloak
guess.
is magical.
for the cloak. Yeah, cool. I throw the cloak at Horatio.
He disappears.
I will try and identify the cloak.
Okie dokie. You try to identify the cloak. Horatio. that's that level. So yes, you do. You correctly identify this as a clandestine cloak.
Ooh.
Can fade into the background a little bit, or gain the benefits of non-detection.
What does non-detection do?
+1 item bonus to stealth checks and deception checks to impersonate a forgettable background character such as a servant, but also taking a -1 item penalty to diplomacy and intimidation checks. Once a day, 2-action activity, you get the benefits of non-detection for 1 hour or until you pull the hood back down.
Right, non-detection.
So it has a hood. I bet 10 gold pieces it has a point on the front. A little eagle motif. No? Assassin's Creed? Anybody?
I was,
No?
I was thinking Assassin's Creed, but I'm like, I haven't played them any. I don't know those games as well. But yes, canon. It is an Assassin's Creed hood.
Well, it looks like this was also made for you, Fabian. Toss it to
Oh
him.
my.
Non-detection attempts to counteract all detection, revelation, and scrying divinations made against target or the target's gear throughout the duration.
Awarshisk, are you also stealthy?
I am.
I feel like I don't need to take all the magic gear. You can have the stealth stuff. Because the deception is only useful in specific circumstances. So it doesn't help me with my deception checks on...
And you're already a background character. It's actually kind of perfect.
You said to a Arshisk? Ouch. It's brutal. Arshisk,
No, you're not a background character. You're the silent protagonist, buddy.
That's right. I
Strong
say
silent
silently.
Thumbs up.
Okay, a cloak, clandestine cloak.
Mm-hmm.
And have
How many
both of you put
garnets?
those things on your 8 of them. I already have them on the party inventory.
Oh,
So
okay.
that's 80 gold we
Mhm.
will get at some point.
Yep.
We also have on our inventory 45 gold. Have we split that?
Don't think so.
I don't think we have either. So that can hang out in the inventory until we need it.
Okay, party inventory.
And then Garrett, did you take the infiltrator tools? They give you a
Yes.
+1 bonus.
Well, it's also infiltrator picks.
Yep.
Yeah, you just
lock
when
picking
you're
versus-
using infiltrator's tools, you then have to use infiltrator's picks. So
Mm-hmm. And if it breaks, then you can just buy new picks.
yeah,
Part that breaks.
the infiltrator picks are.
How many things
more
can you be invested in?
10. I
10.
believe.
I see.
Mhm.
That's a lot.
Yep.
At this level.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Alrighty. So with that, you feel that you've pretty much cleared the cave out. Seems to be mostly empty. There are the unconscious wolves you step over as you exit from the place of battle.
We do need to do something about these wolves, right? I was thinking they might make a really good addition to our circus. I mean, who's not going to want to see direwolves in the sideshow?
Are you good at... Well, I guess we have...
No.
what is her name?
Yeah, if you
Or-
know someone who can convince wolves,
Well, we have
Sure.
somebody, right? We have,
No?
Although I get no, the animal trainer is dead. We just have the
Well, you
The-
have
already
Eliza.
trained bear.
Elysia,
Elysia.
who
Yeah, but
is
she's like a snake
specialty is
person.
Snakes.
Oh.
And we have a bird boy.
And you have a bird boy, yes, Axel. Got bird
But
boy.
not a wolf boy.
Nope. No wolf boy in the Circus of Wayward Wonders.
So
Well-
I think without the Bargets tiered, they'll probably clear out on their own.
I hope so.
I mean, they've made this place their home. I was thinking, I know you guys probably don't want to lose your caltrops, but we could drag them outside and then
Trap the
caltrop
entrance?
the entrance so they'll discourage them from going there, and then they'll try to find some other place. And also maybe drag them like not directly outside, but maybe a little ways away. Obviously, away from town.
Yeah, I'll say it. That sounds like a waste of time. He says in character.
I don't know much about wolves, but I have a feeling they can go around caltrops.
I mean, they seem to have kept the wolves from going into this part of the cave.
Oh, we don't know that.
Anyway, do we just hope that they don't? Hope that they leave? I don't know.
Well, if they become a problem again, we can come back.
Beat them up some more.
Shame about the ones that I accidentally killed.
Accidentally.
Shame.
Oh well, we must move on. Too bad their fur isn't useful for anything.
Are you skilled at tanning?
Nope. That's what I'm saying. It's a
That'd be
shame.
very messy.
Yes. Excuse me while I skin it with a rapier. Actually, do I have a dagger? I don't even think I. What about your claws? Can't you?
Ugh. Grizzly.
Some hands-on experience.
Ooh.
So we're treasure hunting. Well, that sounds
Well,
fun.
Rajas, Fabian, and Marion leave the cave. Faith and Horatio take a good long time to think about what they did in the wolves and try to consider what to do with them.
Ooh, wait up, Marion.
Marion, you're.
I mean, I didn't kill the wolves.
Yes. So you look and you kind of come to this, four-way intersection. To the northeast, you can see this clearing again, this oak tree, a little watering hole, and that lump of black fur still hanging out down there. And to the south, you see a passageway that kind of opens up to logs spanning across a little island there. There seems to be a pond, a marshy pond back here. And there's a dilapidated stone structure on this island to the south there, and a bit more open beyond it.
Uh-huh.
I have a swishy cloak now.
And the map, the map for the hidden stolen goods. Does it? It's next to a tree. Does the tree have a pool of water next to it?
It sure does.
Ah, great.
Is there still a lump of fur?
There sure is.
Great.
Let's see.
That is fantastic.
From
You want me to lightning bolt this one too?
Well, I'm gonna suggest that I go up, climb the tree, get it out of the tree, and come back.
It's not in the tree.
Oh, is it in? Okay, I can't read the map apparently. Is it buried?
Let's see. The note there mentions stolen items hidden in a tree in a nearby glade.
Oh, in a tree. Okay, never mind. Go for it.
Can I attempt? Is that okay with everybody?
Yeah. You
Just keep an eye out for me.
Well, we'll also keep a open space in case something comes charging through.
I'm gonna try a stealth check. I guess you roll that, Graham.
I will.
Pressure's off of me.
Yeah. Let's see.
I like this much better. I can't
All right, Awarshisk, with your new cloak, Assassin's Creed style, just going low to the ground. You are sneaking through, quiet, stealthy, just lizard prints across the path, not making a sound. You come closer and closer.
Where is this furry thing? Is it over here, right?
It's over there, and you begin to look around and notice a few things.
Okay.
You notice that through this grass and the mud, especially surrounding this little watering hole, there are bear tracks that you notice there. Some of them bigger than others, but none of them very small. And then you kind of look over and see that the fur is matted. And it was dark, almost black from where you were looking, but from this angle, not all of it is. And the black is, unfortunately, dried blood. And the lump is not moving.
Oh. I'm gonna assign to Horatio that I think it might be dead. Probably.
I'm gonna sign back the letters UN ? Question mark.
You in? What do you mean?
I get it.
I'm not a smart lizard.
Aw.
Skeleton. I sign back the word for skeleton. I sign back the word for zombie.
Oh,
Undead. Get it?
Okay.
I mean, maybe. Who knows? I'm gonna. I have a mission. Well, no. Does it look like it could have been attacked by a bar guest?
Possibly.
Potentially.
Knowing that the
Okay.
Vargas was around here and seeing some of the tracks, there are definitely larger prints in there that might have been from it. So.
I got a job to do. I'm gonna keep on for the stuff.
Okay. You begin investigating the tree.
Yes.
Okay. It takes some time, kind of like looking up and climbing up of it. Say it takes, 10 minutes roughly of exploration time. To do so, the entire time you do that, the mound of fur does not move, does not make any kind of, no movement whatsoever. You go and eventually you see that there is a knot in the tree, and there are the initials JW carved into that knot. You can kind of push through a little bit and see that the knot's bark crumbles away, and there is a niche inside of the tree, very well hidden. And there are a few things in there. One is you see 10 platinum pieces. You see there is some sort of elixir, and then there is a chime. Let's see here.
Oh,
Yeah.
so many new toys.
Yes. So let me do one thing real quick. Whoops, wrong thing. Yep, this kind of engraved silvery chime.
Okay. Can I perceive if there are any traps?
Sure. Looking around at the hollow,
There's caltrops on the ground previously. Who knows?
you don't seem to see anything suspicious. Just this little hidden item cache in the tree.
Okay, so I'm gonna grab stuff,
Okay. You grab the things.
and then I climb down the tree,
Easy enough.
and then I go back.
You're back to the party. Nothing bad happens.
See, wow. And I'm gonna indicate that maybe the bar guest got this bear that's probably over here, because it doesn't seem to be moving at all, and is also bloodied.
Indeed.
I'm gonna go check out the bear.
All right. Look over the bear. Bear is very dead.
I'm
Savaged.
gonna
Brutally.
medicine the bear, see if it looks like it was bargasted or wolved to death.
Let's see.
Do you want to do a secret roll?
Yeah. Probably it would follow, but there's no specific injuries on the bear to suggest that it definitely was the barghest.
Okay.
But probably. Okay.
Where did she find one? That's what I want. How did
Yeah, that's a
I want
good
to look at all the
question.
things.
Okay. Take a glance at what Orishus has found in the hollow. Let's see here. Marion. Marion, looking at the chime, it's just a chime. Like, it's just a decorative chime. It can't possibly be magical.
In that tone of voice too.
This, no way. Can't be.
Can't be.
No.
Nah. Detect magic.
It is magical.
That can't be right.
Spend another
Here-
10 minutes or so looking at
Here, let me look at it.
Alright, Horatio looks at it.
Anything can be
Horatio,
magical.
It's 100% magical. Horatio,
I don't believe you.
You quickly identify this to be a chime of opening.
Oh.
I mean, you think like all the
Doesn't it break?
the,
Oh,
the
yeah.
decoration that would give that away, but I guess if he didn't notice, he didn't notice.
Decorating, you know?
Yeah, you decorated chime.
Not so much. So now you have the elixir that Awarshus just found, and the elixir that you found in the bag as well. Still,
I
Hey,
will.
Fabian.
Sorry, I don't know that
Shush.
one.
Garrett,
Thank
what's your thievery bonus?
It is 12.
All right, you're useless to us. You're out of the party.
I honestly think we should sell it.
wow.
Yeah, probably.
Much better to get the sweet 117 and a half gold. That's a lot of gold.
Yep.
And
Well,
next
plus it
level, Fabian
Noise
will be
when you
just
use
as
it.
good as the chime.
Yeah, and
Yep.
like I said, this makes noise. I'm much quieter when I pick locks.
That's very true.
Now you got those nifty infiltrator thieves tools, so you know.
Actually,
yeah,
yeah,
is
with
that-
the Infiltrator Thieves tools, you might have a plus 13.
Oh yes, I guess that would make it to plus 13 now.
Oh, great.
You are as good as a chime of opening.
And
Well,
doesn't break after.
We all aspire.
Usually don't break.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
I will toss it in the bag of holding then.
To sell pocket of
Yep,
the bag of holding.
I'm putting parentheses sell on the item name.
Sure. I suppose you would also, at this point, realize the bag is definitely magical. So you kind of like take a minute to look at that.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, I should probably in character
you're
figure
like,
out what the bag
wait a
is.
minute. This is weird. Why does
I've
it
never
do
seen
this?
heard of this before. Maybe read it in a book once.
It is indeed a Type 1 bag of holding.
Bag of holding.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
How about the elixir?
Sure. You taking a look at the elixirs, the new one. Let's see. Ratio.
So we can just assume from now on that everything in the party loot is in the bag of holding.
I think so.
Very handy.
Um,
Every party needs one.
Marion, are you looking at these elixirs as well, or just leaving that up to
Sure,
Ratio?
yeah.
All right.
I have a plus 13 bonus. I should not be failing these rolls, Graham. Talk to your
Something
die.
about it. You just got so distracted by the bag and everything going on. You're like, I don't know what this is. But you know, Marion fucked up on the chime, so now it's time for Marion to swoop in and be like, no, this is what this is.
Idiot.
So Marion, you go ahead and do identify the two elixirs, the one that you just got from the tree hollow and the one you got back there from the bag of holding. The one in the tree hollow is a. Let me just double check and make sure it's this one, not the other one. One in the tree hollow is a moderate dark vision elixir.
Oh.
Allows you to see in the dark for an hour.
Neat.
Yep. And then the one from in the bag of holding already is a.
I'll just hold on to this.
Simple lesser elixir of life. So magic items aplenty.
Give it to Faith.
Alrighty. So
Faith, do you want the lesser elixir of life?
Sure. Although, actually, maybe someone else should have it. Because that way, if I fall down...
If
well, I
you fall
guess-
down, we
Take
can
it off
always
of
give
you.
it to you because it's on your belt.
Okay, yeah.
And as the only person in the party with the ranged heals, it is important that I sometimes be able to see in the dark.
Okay. Yep. I agree with that logic.
alrighty. So you see before you the path further to the south into this pond, and then the path back to the northwest to your camp.
We probably cleared everything. Let's just leave.
Yeah, good.
Nope. I've got a good feeling about this.
Marion.
We
I
have
want to see what those stones are.
we have found more loot in the past half hour than we did the entire time that we were in. I forgot the name of the town already.
Marion 100% forgot the name of the town.
It wasn't a very rich. There's a reason we started there. Kind of poor. Actually, can we take 10 minutes to let me get a little bit of my magic back?
Oh, that's what I'm. She did the same thing.
To refocus.
We can relax on this very nice island.
Sure. Well, you can.
If there weren't.
Well, here's the thing. You cross over and you're kind of in this swampy area. You can see further to the southeast, it seems like the stream flows against the... there's like these rocky outcroppings, kind of like where the cave was. There's another similar rocky hill to the south. Further to the southeast, there's another island, another log passageway, and a shore opening up down that way. What you see before you is a stone foundation of a small building that probably once stood here. The foundation's overgrown with weeds and almost entirely obscured. You see that as you come across here, over by this log leading to the west, there is a skeleton. And the skeleton seems pretty much intact. It is small, so you think probably halfling size, probably halfling skeleton. And so that's unfortunate.
And it's
you
not
see that
animated.
the skeleton's not moving. It's just kind of there amongst the wet reeds and everything of this little island. And the skeleton, however, does have a leather satchel that it's clutching. So you see that it's kind of, apparently it died clutching the satchel, and the satchel is still there, worn and very, kind of not great shape, but still there. And you see the log to the west. Coming to this vantage point, you spot the skeleton, very obvious out there. Then what you also see is to the west, there is kind of this overgrown grove and whatnot. And right about here, there is a light, kind of flickering yellow-orange, looks like a small campfire, kind of tucked in the trees in this little island over there.
Okay, I definitely need to check that out.
Be careful.
Are we gonna chill for 10 minutes first, or?
Marion has no chill.
Well, listen, if there's somebody there or somebody around, I want to, have an idea of who they are in case they try to attack us. As you might have noticed, that's been happening a little bit.
how this skeleton? How long does it look like it's been there? And roughly, like, it looks brand new, picked clean, or it looks like it's been there for 50 years.
OR
That's
says.
only all I could tell.
Yeah, I mean, it's not super decayed, but there's not really a lot of the flesh or meat on the bones.
Okay.
It's mostly gone. Marion, you step onto the log over there, looking and seeing some kind of like firelight through the trees. When you step onto there, you hear a voice call out in common. Hello? You look around, you do not see a creature from whence this voice came, but it does come to you.
Hey, come out. I want to talk to you.
Hello?
Hello?
Can any of us hear that voice?
The rest of you heard a voice as well.
Okay.
Marion.
Yes.
Hmm. The voice calls back. I'm not coming out. Too many of you.
All right. Stay that way. All right, I think we have 10 minutes.
Wait.
Ah.
If it helps, we only hurt demons.
Well, and cultists, and rival circus members, and wildlife.
But only rival circus members if they attack us and try and murder us. Very important to qualify that statement.
That's a lot. Do you have any food? You could trade. I have some gold.
You want to buy food? You know there's a city like 2 miles away, right?
Too many people.
I was about to say, he did say there were too many people when there was like 5 of us.
Too many people.
Yeah, okay. I have some basic trail rations.
I know where you can find some dead wolves. And some not quite dead wolves.
I don't think wolves are safe to eat.
Oh,
At
it's
least
like
not-
a don't eat carnivore thing?
Yeah. Oh no, maybe.
I don't
All
know.
right.
I don't eat meat, so
Marion,
I'll bite.
you come across the log and step out toward the campfire. You notice a few things at once.
First off, it's not a campfire.
Correct.
The last thing he's going to tell you being the most important thing on this list, I'm sure.
First thing you notice is it's not a fire. It's a light. It's an
Oh no.
orb.
Yep.
No,
Oh,
I've
I
already
do.
used fairy fire.
Yeah, we have the Dusk of Revealing, though.
We also
And
have the dog.
the
That's
other.
it.
So you notice first off this orb. There's no creature here. It is an orb. Second thing you notice, as you step off the log, is your foot begins to sink into
Oh.
soft, silty soil.
Oh!
Yes. So, we are going to go ahead and roll us some initiative.
Flickering lights in a swamp.
I don't know why I'm so distressed. I just realized that I am a wizard and have wizard class features.
Flickering light and a swarm.
I want to initiative.
Don't forget to click the character.
Some hot initiative. 29, 28, 32.
Apparently, I am ready for whatever this is.
You are ready. You're already suspicious. You were measuring up the distance before the combat even started.
I would just want to make sure that I was within one move action of whoever
Whatever
Marion
was
wanders
over
off
there.
to.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
I mean, I knew this was going to be what it was, and I still did this.
You are brave.
More interesting, right?
Very brave.
Yeah.
Man.
Maybe we didn't
Alright.
know about the quicksand, though.
No, I had no idea about the quicksand.
Okay. Faith, you can tell things are not going right. Marion seems to be kind of like looking up and then looking down at the surroundings, and you see this orb begin slowly drifting up. This camp, what you thought was a campfire. What do you do?
Unusual size. Those.
I'm gonna try and punch it. But first I gotta get closer. Do I notice that Marion is sinking?
A little bit.
Cool. I'm gonna do a running jump, so 25 feet of movement, and then go for, I guess, 10 feet of jumping to get to here.
Okay.
That's 2 actions, right?
I think you can long jump. Well, yeah, long jump is 2 actions.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So long jump to get there, and
Yep,
then
that
I guess
works.
1 action to punch it,
Okay.
which I will do a regular flurry.
All right, you come flying leap punch into the air. A 19 will miss. This orb just kind of darts over to one side and lands there. As you land, oh yeah, you have a second attack. 13 unfortunately.
Oh,
will miss, though.
which also misses.
Yep, you're trying to do this flying maneuver, double punch in the air, but
It
you
seemed
can't
really
do it.
cool. And now I'm
It
still
seems really
sinking.
cool, and when you land, you land up to about middle of your calves into this silty, loamy soil on this island, and this little thing hovering there before you.
Roasted.
So then, Fabian.
Interesting. Does this look like they're gonna be in trouble? I guess we don't know yet if they're just gonna keep sinking.
I mean,
Maybe I'm just shorter than you remember.
yeah, the quicksand could only be 2 feet deep. Who knows?
Is there like an action to like move a party member to like pull them?
Well, it gets kind of worse because I do notice that this is a free action that the quicksand can do, not an action. So at this point, Marion and Faith, you can all tell that they are sinking because they are getting toward like thigh waist, sinking into this
Oh.
quicksand. It is
That's
very
very quickly.
quick. Yep, it's quick, loamy soil that you kind of splutter into. So
I
they're
will.
currently into their waist.
I would, if there's an action that I can try and like grab Marion and pull him out of the sand from on top of the log, because I can use my movement to get to him.
You can certainly try to do that.
Okay, what would that be? Athletics? Or is there
So
like
you can
a...
try to aid. It is an athletics check.
Okay, let's go for it.
A 19. You're trying to get to him and trying to pull, but it's still stuck there, and mud and gunk just begins to seep onto Marion's clothes. Not quite enough.
Oh dear, that was my 2 movements and my action.
All right, you try to help Marion out, but it's not working. Horatio.
I want to recall knowledge.
Okie dokie.
This looks aberrant. Let's go with occultism.
Huh. So that is. exactly what these are.
Horatio, though.
Ratio.
Oh, Horatio. I made the wrong skill check. Wrong brother.
I probably have a little bit better
Horatio, you
confidence.
know what these are. Horatio, you thought this was a bad idea from the beginning. Yes, these are indeed will-o-wisps. Or will-o-wisp. There's probably only one here. There's one will-o-wisp.
Let's
Don't worry about
hope.
Gotta be just
Let's
only one.
really hope.
Uh,
there's
I mean,
a-
there's definitely a reason why they're called will-o-wisps and not will-o-wisp, but I won't worry about it.
it. Yeah, no. So it is a horrible ball of light that is just horrible. Can change its... Well, you know this and probably yell it out to folks that they can turn themselves invisible. They can glow different colored lights. They are immune to magic, except for very specific spells, being Fairy Fire, Glitter Dust, Magic Missile, and Maze.
I love that they're not immune to maze.
Yeah, let's make this look like this will-o-wisp go on a wild trip. They are very deadly with their electricity, and they like to feed on the negative emotions of others. And they
Imitate
dying.
sound, apparently.
Yeah, apparently can imitate voices and such, just because this one of them definitely spoke. So the only thing you notice is that these seem a little bit less, like a little bit smaller than you would have expected from the stories and books you've read. But yeah, that's what you notice. And then drain bonded item.
I will use Drain Bonded Item and cast Fairy Fire.
Okie dokie.
So I will do... I think I want to do here. So a 10-foot burst there.
Sure thing. So that would be...
Which would get where it is now, but then also if we manage to if they manage to back up a little bit,
All
they
right.
can still keep it. I mean, the things can fly, so that's my turn. That is 3
All right.
actions.
So doing that does indeed reveal another one. I know
Hooray.
you're all very shocked and surprised. There's a second one that's kind of lurking down by the logs, slowly beginning to drift off. And now it's just kind of concealed within the fairy fire. All right, but that was Horatio. This one, which is the visible one that you saw here. Yeah, it's gonna... Let's see. Yeah, it's just gonna zappy zap the stuck tiefling there. So the first attack will be a 28 to hit, Faith.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Alright, that is 10 points of electricity damage. Zaps you. We'll do that a second time. It's only a 14 to hit.
That will miss.
And a third time, a 19 to hit.
That will also miss.
Alright, so this one just begins to zap you in the quicksand there. Warshus.
Okay. The foliage near them,
Yes.
are those shrubs or are they trees?
Both. It's thickly overgrown, so that you can get into it, but it's greater difficult terrain.
Let's see.
And we don't really even need this dynamic lighting line. No.
30. Is there a space north of Fabian, or no?
You probably have to balance there because it's on the edge of the log.
Okay. How do I cancel a movement if I started drawing it? Whatever, we'll just do that. Is this right here a tree?
Yes.
I'm gonna try a
Flying leap.
my athletics. I'm gonna try a long jump, standing long jump, to see if I can't get onto the tree
From where you are.
from where I am.
So you've got to make it into like this square. So that's a 30-foot leap. That's a DC 30, I believe.
You can do a standing long jump. You have that feat.
I do.
Good for you.
It's a single action. It's a DC 30. Oh god, I have to roll so high. Okay, I'm gonna get closer then. How about there?
Okay. I don't know if the feat allows you to do it as just one action or two.
My character thing is messing up. Let me pull it up again. Sometimes when I pop out the character sheet, it like bugs out.
Yeah. Thanks, Roll20.
There we go. And it's still bugging out, but that's fine.
Quick jump.
Quick jump. Bam.
Oh yeah, there it is.
Single action, two
You
actions.
can use high jump and long jump as a single action, so yeah. So you stride over there. So from there, it's just a 15 to get
Can
in
I
that
make
square.
it
20.
to the 20 to that square?
Yeah, DC 20. Jump.
Okay, we're gonna try it.
Oop.
Athletics.
Pat against the log. Go to leap. Nope.
Wait.
Oh.
Hero point.
Ah.
Yes. All right. Heroic jump.
Can anybody aid me in that long jump? Can somebody throw me?
I
I cannot believe that.
What's your normal speed? 30?
I leap normally.
Which is your speed's over 30 feet, right?
Yeah.
So you leap 15 feet instead. So you can leap to there.
Okay, yeah, I'll leap to there.
Okay.
Can I attach myself to that tree?
I'll say if your third action is to immediately begin climbing.
Sure. I'll take
So
that.
I'll say you go ahead and I know you're really good at it and probably have some extra bonuses too, but go ahead and make the athletics check to climb.
I'm climb speed.
Oh, that's right. So yeah. Fucking lizard. You immediately. You know what? I'll say because you have the climb speed, you don't have to make the athletics check. You have a third action now. You just kind of leap across and lizard latching onto the tree with the
Can I
Ezio
try
hood.
to pull Faith out of the quicksand?
Yes, you can. That is an athletics check.
Okay.
Alright, so leaping up onto the tree, you go and grab your lizard claw down and yank Faith up. Faith comes up out of the quicksand from her waist and kind of comes with your feet kind of landing on there. That's the end of Oarsh's turn. You're trying to keep her out of it. On the quicksand's turn, it is sucking down now with more of the silt and soil and everything disturbed from the movement. It's kind of got this vortex sucking down now. So, on its turn, walks onto it. Okay, no, so Faith is still on top of the quicksand, having been pulled out. Is now good. But someone actually stuck in it at this point, which is Marion, goes down and goes up to your neck. as Marion begins to be pulled into the quicksand. The other wisp here that is just coming out of the log and sees Marion's head right there, it's just gonna slowly float over to you, and this is pretty fucking terrifying and kind of adds to the whole misery experience of Marion being stuck in quicksand, like just your head, and this orb just begins zapping your face from where you are. Okay. So let's see. First one attacks you. That's in. Technically, you're submerged, but you're still able to kind of move your head around, so just against your regular AC. So it's an 18 to hit you at first.
Alright, that's a miss.
Okay. The second one's gonna be a 13, and then the third one is a 21.
21 hits.
Aha! So you dodge left, dodge right, and then just kind of go straight at your face for 15 points of electricity damage. It zaps you right in the face. Part of your little mustache burns. Singed. Marion.
Are my arms still out?
I assume you wouldn't hold your arms to your side as you're going down, right?
Yeah.
Usually people would
Correct.
hold this
Yeah, you
thing.
kind of have them up and try. You have access to movement in your arms.
I'm going to
Sign rope at people, maybe?
I'm going to cast guidance on myself.
Okay.
50-foot rope, maybe?
I'm going to try and grab onto this log that I'm next to.
Okay. So go ahead and make an athletics check. Technically, it's kind of the same as swimming, because you are trying to kick out of this almost liquid.
Yeah.
11, eh? And 11 is. Did you use your guidance on that?
Yeah, that was with the guidance.
Oh gosh,
It's
that's
good that you did because it would have been a critical failure otherwise, but
No
it's just a regular failure because of the guidance. So with that action, you can't quite manage to do it. You still have a third action left, technically.
Try again, sans guidance, and I fail again.
Yep. So Marion's trying to struggle against it, trying to kick out, but can't manage to get out. So now it is Faith.
Can I pull Marion out? Do I have to pull him by the head or the?
I feel like
Arms are still out.
Arms, yeah.
But I can't really brace myself on anything, right? Because I'm.
Basically, act like a rope.
Yeah.
I don't know if I have the strength. I might have the strength to pull both of you, but
Yeah, I mean, you can kind of grab onto Archus, could then grab onto Marion and try to pull him out of the
you might
quicksand.
end up with.
Yeah, what I don't trust is this tree that you're clinging to.
Hopefully my finger strength is pretty good.
Well, I can try to pull you out next turn. Right here.
I think you should. I
Athletics
think
check
you
to
should
pull.
punch these.
Okay. I am gonna. If I can't get Marion out, I'm gonna try to move to this square. So
Okay.
I guess getting into the tree at that point.
Yeah, so it's greater difficult terrain to get into that square.
Okay.
But you could move into there if you want to climb the tree. It'd be like a second action to start climbing up into it.
How far up is the will-o-wisp?
The will-o-wisp is only about 5 feet off the ground at this point.
Oh, but the whole island might be quicksand. It's not.
Do I feel like this is thinky ground where I'm standing?
Where you are? No, where you are does seem a bit more stable. And it's kind of obscured somewhat too by the foliage and trees around you. But it seems like the roots are holding in this part of soil better than
Okay.
kind of open space.
I'm gonna do my best to stand on those roots,
Okay.
and I'm gonna just punch this will-o-wisp as much as I can.
All right.
And I think I'm gonna use a key point to punch him. So I got one more of those. So I'm gonna do a key flurry.
All right. Oof.
Natural 1.
Zips out of the way.
Things are hard to punch. Second attack.
Moves the other direction.
And final attack. 24.
That 24 will miss.
Good lord. Maybe I'm not trying to fight these things.
4 misses.
Ah, just barely. Just barely,
God.
but
AC of 25. And they can't be hit by magic except for...
Yeah, and normally you'd also have a 50% miss while they're invisible. These things kill parties.
Alright, Faith does some punches, but unfortunately this wisp is too evasive. Fabian.
Okay, let's try and pull Marion out.
Alright, grab hold, yank as hard as you can. The folds of the cat straining. The weight of Marion.
Sorry.
Athletics.
Right. Character sheet troubles, 1 sec.
Thanks for the 20.
In my character sheet. Just. Sorry, mate.
It's alright, Marion's just gonna die. Just gonna sink into quicksand and die. It's no big deal.
Yeah. He's looking through his pack. Marion's slowly saying, I'm still here. I'm still here.
That would be really useful right now. Is a climbing bolt.
Yes, it would.
Oops. Oops.
Sorry, my roll 20 is giving me trouble. I might jump back in. I can't seem to
Refresh.
actually. Yeah, sorry about this.
It's alright.
1 second.
Does the climbing bolt get consumed after you use it?
Yeah, it's a consumable.
Oh.
I assume because you can't pack the rope back into
No.
the bolt.
Can't shove it back in there. This is out, it's out. I mean, I assume that it'd still be like a rope. you know.
Yeah. Oh, we have plenty of rope.
Yeah.
Or we should.
I have a rope if nothing else.
I have a rope. It is attached to my backpack.
Which is underneath sand.
Yeah.
So
You could probably delve it out, you know?
There we go. I don't know why it was giving me that trouble. Oh, okay. Character skills.
I think we'll
athletics.
be in thing.
Alright, with that 26, you can get Marion back out to his waist.
Excellent.
Uh,
Just to his waist.
Yep. So that's a single athletics check to try and do that.
Okay. Marion, you good? To stand here, I would need to balance, right? Or fall in, get into stabby range of straddling the.
Yeah, I'd say that's a balance on that square as well.
Yeah. Why don't I try? I'm balancy. Why don't I try to balance?
Okay. Acrobatics check. What's the worst that can happen?
Yeah, what's the worst that can happen?
Exactly.
What's the worst that can happen?
Let's see here.
I have the rules for balance.
Balance.
Right there.
Yeah, so 16 is a failure. It's you must remain stationary to keep your balance, wasting the action, or you fall. If you fall, your turn ends.
Okay.
So
that
you
means I
could-
don't move. I'm still in the
You
same
can
spot.
still,
or-
yeah, so you kind of like start to go forward, but you're like, oh shit, there's a place where I thought my foot would fit, and it doesn't.
Okay.
Unfortunately, cannot quite get to that square.
Why don't I try to pull Marion up again?
Okay, sure, you can make an athletics check. Like, let's step forward to try and fight the wisp off, but
Maybe more of my friend.
all right, you pull Marion. Marion is fully out at this point, coming from the waist up. And just, no! So no longer in the quicksand.
Okay, well at least I did something useful.
Ratio.
Awesome.
I am going to move to here.
Alright. Open the log.
Reach out a hand, touch Fabian, and cast. It's the only one I have of these. Resist energy.
Ooh.
I think I'm gonna choose electricity.
What? Not acid? Alright. That's weird. Fabian, you find yourself this swirling energy around you, this lightning shield.
Well, I
prevail.
guess Sonic is an energy.
Sonic is a hero. Gotta go fast. Loves chili dogs. So that's Horatio's turn.
And cold is kind of like the absence of heat, and heat is like, I like it seems weird. Like resist acid energy does not sound correct at all.
Acid.
I don't have a lot that can affect these things.
Well,
This should help.
let's see. We got Faith here, and this one's just gonna keep zapping. Zip, 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 zip. So, it is the greater difficult terrain, I think, is cover. If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it's a +1 to attack. No, it's deep wood, so it's +2 to attack. I mean, -2.
Yeah, excellent work on the Battletech reference. I do appreciate that a lot.
I just got to throw all the roll system I know at you.
Yeah, get it all mixed up. Surely there's a reference for cover on here, right? I don't see it though. I think there is. We'll say this gives you a +1 to your armor class in this terrain, because it still kind of can see you through. It's like a soft cover almost.
But that means they get a +1 to their armor class.
Well, they're big orb things. It's fine. They'll be fine. They're gonna kill you anyway. But it's going to go ahead and shock you 3 times. First one is a 30 to hit.
That'll hit.
Okay, 6 points electricity damage. The second one is a 20 total to hit, which I don't think it does it.
That will miss.
And the third one is a 22.
That will miss.
Alright, so it goes zipping around, begins to try and shoot you, but you use some of the trees and brushes for cover. Warshisk.
So Fate's on the ground.
Facing the ground, but on the
I'm
roots
standing on
of
roots.
the trees. Right. Seems the quicksandy part is more of this open soil here. The trees and underbrush have made it more
Climb above where Fate is.
Okay. Standing on top of Faith, essentially.
Well, not staying on top, but then try to swipe down at the will-o-wisp or something.
Okay, so it's an action to climb over, and then you got 2 more to try and attack the will-o-wisp. That will hit for 6 points of slashing damage. Slash at the wisp.
Can a wisp be tripped?
I don't know. Stranger things you've tripped.
Very few things are immune to prone. If a thing is flying and it's knocked prone, it falls to the ground.
Yeah. Try to swat the wisp down to the ground.
Yeah, we're gonna try to slam dunk it into the ground. I guess.
Just into the ground.
Maybe into the quicksand too. So that's just athletics check, -5. So I trip.
Oh no!
Why is this always
No, but you're gonna fall onto me.
bonus?
Can you grab a ledge? Grab a branch?
Yeah. How do I do that?
There are many, many ledges. It's a treat.
This is true. That's a fair point.
Grab an edge, basic action. It's a reaction. You fall. The trigger is you fall from or past an edge or handhold. The requirements are your hands are not tied behind your back or otherwise restrained.
Good. It's a reflex save. Okay. Yeah, you 100% grab onto a branch out there. Yeah, no, so the trip was your third action, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so basically you go to try to slam this will-o-wisp, but it just moves out of your reach. You overextend, but with the other hand you reach back up and grab. A bunch of the leaves and branches fall down from the tree, but Awarsha's is kind of like swinging back and forth, hanging right above you, Faith.
And that was
Can
also
he be
my
upside
reaction
down?
for the round.
Yeah,
right?
it's upside down. Yeah. So that is your reaction. You don't get that back until the start of next turn.
Right. Okay. There you go, Graham. You can have something.
Nice. That was so harsh. As the quicksand, no one's submerged in it right now, so everyone seems to be doing okay. The other will-o-wisp still can try to zap Marion. Yeah, Marion's still there. Just gonna zap Marion.
All right.
A 31 to hit.
Oh, that's a critical hit.
Oh dear. Oh fuck. I rolled really well on the damage there. Marion, as Fabian has drug you out now and you're kind of like trying to get off some of that leaves you just momentarily open for this to come and just shock you right in the chest, like, you know, just going into cardiac arrest for a moment because of the intense electricity coursing through your veins. You take 34 points of electricity damage on the critical.
Wow!
Yep, and because they're will-o-wisps and love to feed on fear and death, it will continue to assault you, Marion. With its second attack, gets a 26 to hit.
Yep, that's a hit.
Okay, that is 8 more points of electricity damage.
I fall unconscious.
And Marion falls prone and unconscious on top of the quicksand.
You gotta be kidding me. Oh my god.
Hold on, if Avian pulled me out of the quicksand, shouldn't I be, like, sitting on top of the log?
Graham could do it that way with Faith. He had Faith like balancing on top of the quicksand or something for a second. But
Well, Faith's over on the trees. Yeah, you'll be partially on the log, partially on the quicksand, like kind of like balancing on top of the log.
I'm happy with that.
Okay.
compromise.
Yeah, I don't compromise there. I'm a reasonable GM. So, unconscious. This guy's good. Yeah, it's in the fairy fire and it doesn't like that, so it's going to hover over to here to get out of that. Then see more juicy targets there. Yeah, it's going to do that for its third action. Marion doesn't go now. You can go before its turn. So, Faith, it's your go.
Crap. I'm gonna try to punch this guy again, just because I really want to punch him really badly, so I'm gonna flurry.
Alright, go for punch.
Aha, 28. I think that hits.
Successful punch.
Punch number 2.
Oh,
Critical punch!
An actual crit.
8 points of damage. Wha-bam! Punching the crap out of this wisp.
So he has to make a fort save because I'm
oh,
gonna try
do
and
you have
stunning strike him.
crit specialization with your fists?
No, is that a thing?
I think it
No,
is.
I have stunning strike because I used a flurry to attack him.
It is a thing, but I don't know if you have it.
I don't have it.
Monks have to take a feat to get the correct
Oh,
specialization.
okay.
It only got a 20 on its fort save.
That fails by 1.
All right,
Stun
so it is
one.
No, it's
stunned.
stun 1, so it gets 1 less attack under eye check.
Ugh.
I'm gonna move to here, doing as best I can to not stand in the water or the quicksand, or there's a little bit of branches there.
I'm going to say make an acrobatics check to leap from there, like along the branches and the firmer parts of ground, and then balance on that part right there.
Is there a multi-attack penalty to that? Because I
No.
already attacked?
Mm.
Okay, cool.
It's a move action, so 22. Yeah, that is enough. So that's success. You treat it as difficult terrain, but other than that, you can do it.
Yeah, I have enough movement for that.
Okay, for sure.
And I'm gonna try to heal Marion with a battle medicine, which means I can use treat wounds. I'm gonna take a chance and do a DC 20 treat wounds.
That seems to work.
Ooh,
No,
no,
it
it
doesn't.
does not.
Oh no,
Not.
it's a failure.
It's just a regular failure though.
It doesn't do
Yeah.
anything. You tried
Oh,
to
that
get
would have been
Marion
so
up,
good.
but the worshiper of the psychopomp guides those along this path to death. Withdraws Marion from your healing punch a little bit. The darkness encompassing Marion just a little. So that was.
Actually, I'm
Huh?
gonna hero point that.
Yeah, hero point.
So I'm just gonna do another medicine check.
Sure.
because we like those numbers.
There you
26.
go.
That's a success.
So,
So he
26
gains 26 hit points.
All right, Marion, you're no longer unconscious. You are wounded 1. Or no, this is treat wounds, right?
It's treat wound, so he's not wound. No.
Battle medicine.
Battle medicine is not treat wounds. It just acts like treat wounds in some circumstances.
Oh, so you are wounded.
And I don't have a hero point.
Interesting. All right, so that was Faith. On to Fabian.
Okay. Well, I see something's in my closer to me now.
And
see,
possibly upside down?
let's see what we can do. Can you feint a will-o-wisp? Let's give it a shot.
Okay, that's perception DC, I believe. A 25 will just beat its perception DC.
Oh, excellent.
Ah. So while you have
Again,
this lightning,
these-
shield around you,
All of these things. And then I will
very flat-footed.
strike with my rapier the first time.
A 20, even while it is flat-footed, unfortunately, is not
Oh, damn
a
these things.
success. Yep.
And my second attack. Okay. Well, I tried.
Darting back and forth. You're doing so sneaky. You're doing the same movements it's doing, and it just kind of copies you and moves back and forth. Seemingly to no avail. Ratio.
I gonna shout, I've only got one of these. 3-action
Third
magic
time
missile.
today.
The one to the north.
Which
So
one?
that is 7 total damage.
Yep.
The one up here. Okay. The magic missiles come out. They're one of the very few spells that does not immune to. And the hit against it, it begins to kind of glow and fade down and fade back up in a little bit. It is just barely hanging on there after those 3 magic missiles hit it. And it is now its turn. It will lose its first action to being stunned. And then Marion's not dying anymore. That's too bad.
Eat it. Wait, no. Don't eat it.
Yeah, feed on fear. Now it'll see Oarshus hanging there in the tree and just kind of float up and zap Oarshus twice. So 22 to hit you, Oarshus?
Yes.
Yep. 13 points of electricity damage.
Okay.
Okay. And the next one's a 19 to hit. Something like that, does it?
No.
Alright. So it tries to zap twice. You get some shock on this painful electricity energy zapping around you. What you gonna do, Arshisk?
I'm gonna try to tumble through it to the other side.
Wow.
In the trees?
Wow. Yeah, go ahead and make your acrobatics check.
I checked and it says you can do it with alternate forms.
Parkour lizard.
Let's see. Tumble through is acrobatics.
Fort DC. Reflex DC. So an 18, an 18 will not get past its reflex DC, unfortunately. So your movement ends for that action. So basically, yeah, you can't move when you try to go through it. It's moving around, and you know if you touch it, it's gonna zap you. So that
Right.
first action, you try to swing through and you can't find a place to do so.
I'm going to try the other direction.
Okay, try it again.
Nothing. Those are crit failures. Thing.
Nope, just kind
Okay,
of stays
I'm just
there.
gonna swing at it then.
Damn it! Ugh.
Nope. That's it. That's my turn.
Oh, Arshisk, you tried to get through to this thing, but it's too wily, too clever.
It's
Quicksand.
flying, you know.
Quicksand tugs Marion just a little bit, but then you become conscious through to, some healing energy from Faith, and you're able to kind of pull your foot out before it sinks in. Marion, it's on you.
I stand.
Stand.
And, what am I going to do? I'm going to pull my bow out, and I'm going to shoot at the one that Arashisk is fighting at.
All right.
Actually, first, before I do that, I'm going to glare at them intimidatingly.
Okay. So intimidating on this one up to the north?
Yep.
Okay. So 25 against its will DC. Will do so. So there's like one. So I think that was a stand, pull out your bow, and then glare, right?
Yep.
Okay. Alright, so you stand there, bow ready, your ancestor's now like, darn, we missed the chance, he's about to die. But you do glare at this one to the north. It's kind of fading away a little bit. But that's Marion's go. The other one down here, it's been Fabian's got its attention, for sure.
Yay!
So, it's flat-footed until the end of your next turn. Wow, yeah, so it's still flat-footed. But, it's going to go after Fabian. The first one. There's only a 20 to hit.
That will
Won't
not
even
hit.
Second one. 25.
That will hit.
Alright. Would be 11 points of electricity, but I think you resist 5.
I do.
So you only get 6. And then the third one is a critical failure on its end. So the lightning shield helps protect you from some of the damage of the will-o-wisp. Faith.
Oh, excellent.
Do I know where the invisible one is?
Uh,
Weird question.
this one here,
Is it like...
it is still visible for now, so there's still light around it. When it attacked, it would no longer be invisible. So the fairy fire kind of revealed its location originally, but then it attacked, so it's not invisible.
Okay. So I'm going to move to here.
I think that's the balance, one of the balance squares as well.
Okay.
So make
I
that
will
acrobatics
balance.
check.
Or try to balance.
22, yeah, you're good.
I choose my balance checks. And I will try to punch.
Alright, it is flat-footed. Doesn't matter.
Ooh.
8 points of damage as you lay in and punch this one. Bam!
And punch it again. Ooh, I think that'll hit.
Yeah. No, that'll hit it even regularly, so 7 more
Okay.
points of damage.
And that It has to do a fort save, and I'll do attack number 3.
Fort save is only 14. So
That's just a regular failure.
It fails.
Has to roll an 11 to be a crit fail.
All right.
And my last attack misses.
Yes. Okay. So Faith goes in, manages to knock the other one to the side. It is fluttering around, hurt badly. Fabian.
Okay, well, let's try this again.
Magic Rapier comes out to stab the will-o-wisp.
Well, let's try to feint again. Since he's... Oh.
Oh!
Ooh!
Critical feint! Did anything crazy happen?
Stuff happened, yeah. I believe it's
shit.
flat-footed for everyone now.
Oh!
Yes, that is what happens.
My
on
god.
critical success. Then I will try to strike. 19's not gonna hit.
No, not quite.
And-
You're freaking it out. But a 24 will hit now because it is flat-footed.
Excellent, and let me give you that sneak
Juicy
attack damage.
sneak attack.
Wait, if it can be sneak attacked, I don't know. It's a ball of light.
If it's immune to precision, we'll find out. I can tell you that it is not immune to precision damage. You see this kind of like going out and begin zapping at you and try to get through to you. Faith knocks it around and knocks it just out to the place where your rapier can stab through it, much like popping a balloon. You stab right through the wisp and it just dissipates into nothingness.
I'm okay with you killing that one.
That's good.
I don't know if these things really count as being alive.
Something else. Fabian's go. Ratio.
So your philosophical question.
Can't
Throw a
remember
rock
here.
at it.
You're like, that's immune to magic. What do I do?
Maybe I should buy a crossbow, folks. Remind
Call out
me
to
to
Sufjan.
do that. I'm going to draw a dagger and throw it.
Come on, get the epic, play the game.
Didn't
Dagger,
Barry
phone dagger
have
kill.
a crossbow.
Call of Duty.
I do still
That
have
is
my
a
crossbow.
25.
What?
Not in that, right?
Oh my god. You know what? There are times as a GM where I just gotta give it to somebody for like doing some crazy bullshit like this. It had 3 hit points left, but I'll give it to you because Horatio, down with no magic, nothing else to do against these creatures, pulls out the dagger and flips it through, going and piercing through the will-o-wisp. Just explodes, and the dagger sticks in the tree there. Everyone just kind of turns back and looks like, holy shit. Damn.
Yeah.
As the other will-o-wisp is dispersed.
I expected that from Fabian.
Not from Horatio.
I
Surprise
hate
you.
those.
Okay, my bad,
Only
guys.
read about them and I hate them.
Well, now you can hate them for real.
So as the last of these wisps falls away, and you kind of can safely clamber back on solid ground, one thing you do notice is very conspicuously from a tree, there seems to be a silver chain on like a small branch. And at the center of the chain, there's this brass housing with little brass wings. And inside the brass housing is a clear stone, almost resembling a winged eye that is looking in your direction. What could this winged eye mean?
Ah,
We will find out. Next time on Really Playing Games. Extinction.
Bye.